I have a great pleasure in introducing Sri K.S. Rao, Head Investor Education and Distribution Development at Aditya Birla Sun Life Asset Management Company Limited, has been instrumental in setting up the award-winning function at the organization, helping grow its reach to more than 10 million investors and 1 lakh plus channel partners. Sir was also instrumental in the setting up of Nipun, an upskilling platform for channel partners. Led by his passion for financial literacy, Rao conceptualized and introduced many of the now successful programs such as Nivesh Mahakumbh, a mass investor education initiative, Fauji Nivesh, a customized workshop for defense personnel, among others. Sir was instrumental in introducing digital initiatives such as Investors Hangout, Friday Finance, Mutually Yours, which is a podcast, Smart Selfie, and Mutual Fund Assist, as well as developing unique modules such as My First Paycheck, My First Finance Lessons, among others. Under Sir's leadership, Samriddhi, the asset management company's in-house magazine for trained passengers, was launched and since reached out more than 50 lakh readers. Rao sir also works closely with many of the educational institutions, universities, and media partners with his team. In the last 5 years, conducted 6,000 plus investors reach out program and 3,000 plus training sessions for channel partners. Under Sir's leadership, the IEDD function has sealed its place as the best in the industry and won the Asia Asset Management's Best of the Best awards for the Best Fund House for Investor Education and Best Fund House Gold Category Award for Innovative Approach to Investor Education from Outlook Money magazine 3 times in a row, to name a few. Sir is closely associated with the industry bodies, served as a member of the esteemed Financial Literacy Committee at the AMFI, member of Advisory Committee School for Investor Education and Financial Literacy, and currently member of Mutual Fund Examination Committee at the National Institute of Securities Market, which is a SEBI initiative. Sir was recognized as one of the top 50 most influential marketing financial services professional by CMO Asia for the years 2018 and 19. 100 top most influential BFSI leaders at the BFSI Congress 2019, and the top 101 most influential business leaders at BFSI Congress and Economic Times now in 2020. Mr. Rao is an alumnus of IIM Calcutta and holds a master's in business administration and finance. He is a certified chartered wealth manager, American Academy of Financial Management, and hold postgraduate diplomas in portfolio management and international business. He is also certified coach from NLI. Now I call upon Sri K.S. Rao to address our PGDM students. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks, Mr. Dr. Thomas and Dr. Swain. I'm glad I'm part of this initiative today. Indeed, it's an honor to connect to so many youngsters, and very glad to join. It's a true honor to be spending some time with you. Probably it's a post-lunch, and looks like when I look at the gallery, most of you are taking the call from home, and home food prepared by mom will always be a very tastier, and it may not make you sleep. I think let me try as much as possible. Probably let me not use the PowerPoint at this point of time, and it will be pointing towards the sleep and or a great nap, and you may switch off your camera, and we will be good at multitasking during these Zoom calls. I have seen most of us who are very conversant with the multitasking. Probably we will put this in camera in off, and our mobile is on, and we are on the social media. I'm sure at Rajlakshmi RSB we are not like that one, and because multitasking may not be a great thing, because as a coach I always used to tell people multitasking is a myth. You can do many tasks in a day, but not 2 tasks at a time. Probably you are neither here nor there, and and sometimes during these sessions there are 2 things will happen. Either session can be a great, or session could be a boring. If it is great, fabulous, we can learn something. If it is boring, it's again, we learn something. We need not be as boring as the speaker who had come. That's a great learning again. Whichever the way, better is to have a task where we are focused, we will have a conversation. And I'm grateful to the management to invite me. I am glad to be part here. And I had a privilege to meet some of the faculty members earlier, either at FDPs or organized by at NISM or organized in one of the colleges in Chennai. I mean, during good old days, pre-COVID days. And of course, yeah, let us make this little more interactive session. I mean, I would like to use your chat sections. First question, a simple one. I mean, this is I think most asked question in the last 18 months on the Zoom or your Google Meets or in your Teams Meet. Am I audible and am I visible? Right? These are the one. But this is a question which I ask you right now is, how are you all? You can use the chat. I mean, I'm sure you are allowed to use the chat, right? I'm not aware of the decorum of the college, but yeah, wonderful. Thanks, Dr. Fantastic, fine. And Jyoti ji, Pooja Jain, good, great. Haritam, fine, fabulous, fantastic. Yeah, that's fabulous. And great and fine, we typed on the messages. But how many of you are feeling that great and fine? Is it the language? Is it the feeling? What we have there? Hope we all have a language coupled with the feeling. And if you have not that, you have just typed English letter alphabets FINE. Please ensure that you are fine. You tell your mind, and then you are fine. And have that smile. I think each of you are looking so bright, even in the second half of the day. And I look that fresh start. You are just starting your academics. It's a beginning. It's an inaugural. I know RSB is one of the best institutes, and which has done so well. And you are so fortunate. I think I believe always something when we start. Let us start with our gratitude, right? We need to have that gratitude. Thanks to our parents that you are in one of the best institutes. And thanks those faculty which they're going to drive you for the next 2 years, which they are shaping your career. All that you need to do is you need to be available to get shaped. If I am not available, I can't blame the college. I can't blame the institution. And all that is, we can learn. And these 2 years can become a most wonderful time. And I think you are one of those luckiest generations. I think the post-COVID, when you are here, I mean, probably you are getting into the hybrid of the world. You are learning from home. Soon we are going back to the colleges, maybe very soon, because we have just started working from office. At least 50% of us go 50% of the days. It was 18 months of little pain to be at home, but at the same time, you need to be thankful. At least we are so lucky. I keep telling my colleagues, we are so lucky. We got our jobs intact, and we had a privilege to work from home. There are two things happened. We have work and we have home. Imagine how many number of people in the country, neither they have work nor they are home. Now here shows how privileged we are, and you are those selected few today at RSB, and you are there. I mean, your academics, you are starting, and you are those selected few. How many of them could not get into the management? And it doesn't matter whether we are from IIM or whether it doesn't matter from which college. It is all that matters is I am. It is not IIMs. It is like, I can do what I can do. It is all that you need to define. The next question for each one of you, I believe, I mean, since you have 10 plus 2 plus 3 and coming to the post-graduation, how many of you got life goals? You want to become something. If you have goal already there, please write Y in the chat box. And N you don't need to write. Those who have Y, you can write. Let me count how many Ys are coming in. Fantastic, Jnanendra. Thinking over, be honest and type it. I received only one reply so far. I don't want to, I don't grill you, be honest, it doesn't matter. It's a learning experience for all of us. And end of these 60 minutes, let me assure you, we all become reasonably close to each other, and let us get some path to us where collectively we can do. This is a period like last 1 year. When COVID has started, there is a lot of confusion. We used to call this is a VUCA world, right? It is a volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. But VUCA world has created a very different VUCA for us. There is a virus. There is not only uncertainty. We are all utter chaos, and there is a complexity. That chaos is there, and there is alacrity. What we need to do, how we need to do, and where we need to do. We do not know. And now, thanks that VUCA converted into some hope. There is a vaccine. There is some understanding, and there is some clarity, and there is some agility. We can go back and do something. Probably we have postponed 18 months of our success, but that success is being there just right across for us. Most of you have not written your life goal. Some of you, some of you are writing that. It's I'll tell you a couple of things. This VUCA world, how it is shaped. Let me tell you, I'm sure most of you have heard this VUCA world. What exactly happened is this volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. During 2020, which is converted into virus, unpredictability, chaos, and anxiety. That is the second VUCA for us. But VUCA in 2021 is a vaccine, understanding, clarity, and there is an alertness. If we are alert and there is a clarity is there, then I'm sure we are going to accomplish. There is a huge opportunity for us. Sanjay, my life goal is to make my parents proud. I think most of us, we need to make our parents proud, and it is their hard work, their goodwill, which has make all of us. There are gratitude to the divine, gratitude to the parents, and gratitude to the gurus, the teachers who teach us. Dr. Deen Dayal ji and Dr. Thomas and everyone around, and it's fantastic. Not only you should have goals. Let me also tell you, please keep it a point. You keep your goals in writing. Probably this weekend, make some time for yourself, get a clarity for yourself, spend 2 to 3 days for yourself. We spend so much of time on the Netflix. We see the Family Man to everything. Probably why should not we see for ourselves? We can have some Netflix for ourselves. That Netflix is, spend yourself what you want to become. Maybe 10 years down the line, 2021, if you are 2031, you are going to say, meeting Dr. Deen Dayal ji, and you are going to thank him to the institute which he belongs to. You have joined there for 2 years, and that has shaped up your life. And what is that 2031 you want to become, or 2025 what you want to become? Just bring back and keep working on it. Because if you have a mission, something, that's a goal post. And if you have a goal post, something can happen. I'll tell you why we need to have a goal post. And most of us, we use the GPS when we are traveling, when you are driving down, and you put where you want to go. And sometimes GPS drives you, and suddenly there is a traffic jam, or there is a road, something has happened to the road, there is a road under construction, and it will be redirecting you, but you end up going to your goal. That is a goal post in your life now, that GPS you need to have. And I recall, I used to work in a small town called Hubli in Karnataka, and in those days we do not have these Ubers and Olas, and neither the GPS nor the mobile phone. And I have to go to one of my friend's house, whose house I went a day before for a dinner. Next day morning, I have to meet him. Night, I was walking down to my hotel where I used to stay. And I thought that is a crossroads. But by the time next day, when I was walking in the daylight, it was incidentally 5 roads. I got confused which road I need to take. And there was a Sahib who was standing there. I don't know how many of you understand Hindi. I went to that Sahib, "Sahib, ye road kahan jata hai?" Then that guy called me very nicely, "Beta, aa jao. Ye road kahin nahi jayega. Aap kahan janna hai?" Like, this road doesn't go anywhere where you want to go. It is always like that when we joined in this college. Like, whether we are, whether we are in MBA, whether what you want to become, how you want to become. Then if you have a clarity, rest of the world opens for you. Since it is a campus to the corporate, let me give you some my own examples. Like, I'm a dairy technologist, my qualification. And, but, I am into the mutual fund industry. It is totally different. And little over last 27 years, I'm in this industry. And when I attended this interview for the Unit Trust of India in those days, one of my interviewers, Mr. Kurian, he was an executive trustee, and he put one question to me. Mr. Rao, you are a dairy technologist, and this is the mutual fund industry. You are irrelevant for me. I doesn't want to interview. Then he left me without taking any question. There is the next person was Dr. Patel, who was he's from London School of Economics, ex-governor Reserve Bank, and he put those questions on economy. I could manage him. And end of the session, I thought, let me go back and grill Dr. Kurian. I told Mr. Kurian, I said, I am irrelevant to you, but I am more relevant to you because I am coming from the person for your namesake, because I used to work with other Dr. Kurian, who is the founder of Amul, or National Dairy Development Board, or White Revolution, father of White Revolution. And he was our mentor for us, and we were all his mentees and as a management trainees. And that Kurian used to tell one lesson. That lesson I went back and to tell other Kurian in the mutual funds. And Mr. Kurian used to tell us one question. One is used to tell us every day huddle meeting when we go to the market, before we go to the this huddle meeting, he says to us, one of the days he said, "Beta ghai doodh nahi deti." And I don't know, many of you looking very blank faces. Let me tell you it in English. And he also, at the time, I'm being a South Indian, I was also not very conversant in English and Hindi. And he told me in English, cows don't give milk. And he gave a pause. And he said, "Doodh lena padta hai. You need to extract milk." Then I went to Mr. Kurian. People don't invest money in the mutual funds. All that you need to do is extract it. I hope I made a relevance. That is the way I got my offer letter. All that what you need to do is which course we do, what we do is what we need to have is that presence. And that is where we ability to convince and ability to communicate. That makes us to reach where we want to reach. And I created a long slides that's in the mutual fund industry with Dr. Deen Dayalji's permission, probably looking at each one of you post-lunch session. I will stop. I'll not do that mutual fund session at this point of time. Probably I'll take one more day to come back to you. What you need to do, manage with your finances, how the financial mutual fund industry evolved, and what is that, I run a project or the workshop called My First Paycheck. How do you do what you intend to do with your money? Probably I'll do one more session later. Let me teach you, let me talk to you about my own experiences in my career, corporate career. Am I allowed, Dr. Sir?
Yes, sir. It's an honor, sir. Please carry on, sir.
Hope it is not deviating from your policies. Thank you so much, Doctor. It's I just look at each one of them. I'm not very sure. Hopefully the hybrid model once comes in, I can have a privilege to come to the college and do this workshop for them on My First Paycheck. Normally, we engage them with a lot of games, and it's a joy of making money. That's fantastic. And yeah, now here I would like to have some commitment from each one of you. How many of you seriously feel this weekend you are going to spend at least an hour or a couple of hours on your life? What is the script you are going to write? And you don't need to show to any of the professors or to any of your friends, but you need to write your goals, and that goal should be visible to you every day after that once you decided. How many of you are convinced in the game? If you are in the game, type game. If you are not in the game, I'll do it later. You can type later. Great, Kaushik. Great, Jyoti. Pavitra, fantastic. Great, Janani. Josha, awesome. Abhishek. Manoj, wow, fantastic. Vignesh, fantastic. Mithun, fabulous. Yeah, I think, this is what exactly we will start our life. And, let us make it a point. And let me run. I mean, probably we are in the 2021. Sometime back, I was just completing my 3 decades of service. And I was writing 30 lessons, which I learned over a period of time in my life, what my career taught to me. Life is not easier. And, it's much more tougher. We need to be accepted as a tougher. It is like, it is not like your Facebook. It is, how many of, I think this question is becoming relevant. Many of you are into the social media, and I don't know how much you are using the social media and how much social media is using you. If you are using social media, I salute each one of you. But if social media is using, please take a caution, and it will not take you anywhere. And, we are all here. This is the academics 10+2, 3+2. This is a period of your period at RSB. Make it more meaningful. And you have with these 2 years, you can shape up your career. And these 2 years can make your life far better. And your responsibility is much, much higher. And, when I do this, my first paycheck, I'll ask one question to the people. And normally when I come to these universities, I had my first interaction will happen with the placement officer. And the placement officers, normally they keep telling any corporate people coming in, not only the number of placements they had for their students with a pride, but they also keep telling about the CTC of that institution, how much of the CTC these people have got it. And I enjoy those conversations. And I come back to the classroom. Then I ask the question, what do you understand by CTC? Okay. And what do you understand by CTC? Any questions? Anybody want to become employees? Normally we look at CTC. Anybody, you can type CTC. What is, have you heard CTC? Can I look at some joy? Each of you can have, even when we are attending virtual class, cost to the company. Fantastic.
Cost to the company.
The cost of company.
Fantastic. Cost to the company, Satish. And how many of you are any commerce student here? I mean, who is graduated from commerce?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic, Srinivas. Yeah. I mean, cost to the company, cost comes on the asset side of the balance sheet or liability side of the balance sheet? Liabilities. Fantastic. When it is come to the liability side of the balance sheet, and if I am coming to you from Aditya Birla Group and I want to come as a campus placements, and when it is a liability, why should I have to hire you?
When it becomes overdue for a period.
Okay, but you are a liability, right? The cost is a liability to me. Over a period, I do not have a waiting period. Nowadays, every quarter we need to produce the results. My quarterly balance sheet is out. I need to perform quarter on quarter. There is no, there is no waiting period. Probably what you can do is convert this CTC. Cost to the company is a cost to me, but what you as an employee, when you are joining us, you need to take that CTC as contribution to the company, CTC. Once your contribution is higher than the cost I am paying to you, probably I owe to you rather than you owe to me, right? And all that what we need to do is, I need to give my best to the company which I am working, then I am a contribution, then that makes a difference. And apart from that CTC, the second CTC I'll tell you, you are, as I said earlier, you are of the very few people privileged to do management graduation. And it's a less than 1% of the students who are going to the management. In that, the premier institutions, you may be a 0.005 or 0.5%, 50 basis points of the whole universe. How lucky you are into the RSB. And RSB today in this group, today we have 81. I look at 60 of 70 of the students. And you are one of those 60 and privileged 70, and you are part of it. And it's like, after joining any company or you're starting your own company, all that what we need to do is our responsibility to the community. We need to go and support others. And this pandemic has taught us we need to be more of philanthropists, and we need to go and support somebody, neighbors, whichever the way possible. And your contribution to the community is the most important. Your CTC should be defined as a contribution to the company, or contribution to the company, then your contribution to the community. Then last but not the least, we belong to this great nation, and your cost should be not the cost, contribution to the country. Whether you are becoming a great employee or great entrepreneur, or like Dr. Deen Dayal ji has established, RSB is made one of those best institutes. It is and RSB is contributing to the GDP of the country, and it's your contribution to the country, right? That's where you are doing it. And you need to, and for that, I don't need to join always a Fauzi. I need not become a Fauji to do something. I can become a Fauji in my life to do something. Let us have that mindset of a broad picture. My CTC is much, much bigger. Contribution to the company, contribution to the community, and contribution to the country. Then I'm sure you are here to accomplish. Then I'll come back. We are all starting our career now. I mean, 10+2. And I do this induction program sometimes in IIM Bangalore. I go as a visiting faculty to IIM Bangalore. I have a lot of privilege. I enjoy with those students because most of them, they complete after their CAT and they come back. And sometimes it comes, they're born into, definitely they have done something, they are there. But sometimes there is unknown ego comes in, and I am the most superior. And that is the time I have a very privilege to understand and like, that superiority game, which is not right for them. Then we play a lot of those like, induction games, and where I have opportunity. Then, here one first lesson I used to tell them is, your start in life should not stop you from achieving your goals or realizing your dreams. I repeat, your start in life should not stop you from achieving your goals or realizing your dreams. Sometimes you are accomplished here, you are here for a reason. And sometimes you feel that you are much bigger than this, that will put you down and your career will start coming down. You are here, your start in life should not stop. Your start in line should accelerate your growth. Your RSB, the semester one, should make you to make your life to progress, not regress. No, this is the first thing I normally talk to them. And this is a lesson which I learned from my own life. Probably when I meet you in person, I'll share some personal anecdotes, personal stories on your coffee shop, and we can spend some good times. That's the first one. And if you have any doubts, please put it in the chat box. I can come back and clarify. Feel free, and we have enough time. I think the next 33 minutes, we can spend that time and we can look forward. And the second lesson for me, I learned from myself. I come from very humble background. I come from the, my great grandfather who used to run a Gurukul, and my grandfather was a teacher, and my father was a teacher. And we all belong to that community of teachers. And it is like what was learned I learned from my generations is, be prepared to work hard. There is nothing called there are no free lunches. You need to work hard and don't take it as granted. And today you are very lucky. You are at home and you are studying. I'm sure how much time you spend on your academics as you stay at home and attending the college classes from the home. But you have a tremendous opportunity to learn more. It is like, I think it's hardworking is blessing. Dr. Sir, he said very rightly. That's the blessings we have. I think, Theodore Roosevelt said, nothing is worth having unless it meant effort, unless it meant pain, and unless it meant difficulty. Effort, pain, and difficulty, don't take it as something to blame. It is something to cherish, something to flourish. And the more obstacles and more opportunities for us. There is a saying which says, obstacles are not obstructions. They are the instructions in our life to grow. And obstacle comes, we should not come down. And some of you, unfortunately, this generation which is coming in, you are not as strong as the generation previous one in the mental toughness, because you have seen friend and unfriending is become much more easy. When we were kids, it is somebody will unfriend, again we go back and said, "Arey beta, kuch nahi hoga, maafi mangta hu, kuch nahi hota hai, hum saath jaake khelenge." Now in this life, you get hurt very quickly, which is not right, and you need to become much more stronger. And the third lesson which I want to talk to you is, surrender yourself with the positivity. And how you spend your time decides who you are. It is whether, all that it has been said. Look, you tell me who are your 5 friends with whom you spend in a day. I can tell you what person you are going to belong to. Or 5 people with whom you are interacting will decide your life. It could be your parents, it could be but surround yourself with a positivity. Avoid the negative people as much as possible, because you don't need to disconnect, but you can disconnect from the conversations. You don't allow them to come there. Then positivity will take you to the next level of growth, and look that way. And this pandemic has taught us one thing. Last year I started when 2020 March, when things were going haywire and everything was standstill. That is the time we have seen a lot of people are losing the jobs. There were pay cuts. Health is the first issue, first impacted, and the wealth is the second impacted. And everyone was emotionally down. And we launched a module, a series of sessions across the country, reached out to a few thousands and, to social media, a few lakhs of people. This is a program called Need of the Hour, HOUR. That HOUR is an acronym. We need to bring in hope. We need to bring in optimism. we need to bring in understanding, and we need to pull up and get there ready for resilience, because we all have that bounce back. That is the time you need to stand up and do it. In fact, the wave to lot many people lost lives. That is the time we are literally on the streets helping the people, what we can do differently. This is what, I can always say, tomorrow is always filled with the possibilities. And we should start every day fresh. Yesterday is bygone and bygone. Few of my colleagues who lost their both the parents, it was such a painful thing, but life cannot stop there. Somewhere we need to get there and get back. And that's where we say, start at a fresh, like, every day morning, you get a fresh and start with it. That's where, I look. And the fifth lesson I can talk to you is listen to your inner voice. And we are so busy with our iPhones and iPads and lot many things. With your social media, either you're on the Netflix or you're on Instagram, and you forget to listen to yourself because you're hardly getting any time for yourself. It looks a little sensitive and you feel very angry with me. After I leave, you may complain to Dr. Deen Dayal ji, to encroaching into your personal space. If I ask one question, what time you wake up? I'm sure very few of the question people can write before 6 o'clock. And the most successful people in the world gets up at 5 a.m. in the morning. You can go do the research, and whether it is from the Steve Jobs to anyone, all of them have one habit which is common. They get up at 5 a.m. and that 1 hour is called power hour. They spend for themselves. That decides their day how to go. And it's listen to your inner voice, and always ask that question. But when you do get up in the morning, you get your inner voice right, then it will give you the direction. This college, what you learn is academics. This college, what you learn is something togetherness and a lot of how to handle the competition. But you to handle yourself, after 2 years, you are not part of this college. You are part of the college of life. And there you are going to rule you are the CEO of your life. And for that, you need to have your inner voice right. Do that. And the sixth one, don't afraid to be failed. We all intend to get 98%, 99%, and we want to see 100% on our mark sheet. Jokingly we tell, our generation, we used to get the marks in centigrade. Our next generation is getting the marks in Fahrenheit. And, because 60%, if I am getting marks in my mother tongue, beyond 60, my teacher never would like to give, because he or she would like to give me how many mistakes I have done. For you get even in your Tamil, you get 99 marks, which is that's a way. Don't be afraid of the failures. And these are the worst of times will make you prepare for the best. I think last 18 months was very tough, but some of us who have invested time in ourselves and have become there, we are going to rule the roost. We have a choice, this 18 months, either I can watch Netflix or I can build myself as a character, a person, read something which I am. And today you are exposed to, you may be joining in, you are at RSB, but you want to read something what has been at Harvard, you can always read that. And there are many courses which your faculty, now, there is academics which are limited syllabus, but there is unlimited learning you can do and anywhere. And it is a fraction of cost. You go to the Udemy, which topic you want to be, you become expert there. Can you put your extra hours on learning something which you want to do it? And it's and accept the failures as part of the life, and failures are the stepping stone for the success. And the sixth lesson is seventh lesson is learn from your failures. Failing is not wrong, but why you have failed is the most question you need to put that. Introspection for ourselves. What would have gone? How do I need to re-examine? How you need to re-evaluate? What is that I need to do? And it's done. I'm sure you may fail once again, but not in this angle, in something else. And that's a part of the life. And you get that wisdom. And we all heard Thomas Alva Edison, who has struggled 10,000 times to make the light bulb, which we are enjoying today. And somebody asked a question, sir, you have failed so many times. Then what he said is 9,999 times, I learned how the bulb can't be prepared. That's all. And we are all here. And the eighth lesson is you reap what you sow. Next 2 years, next 24 months, what you want to sow. If I go to if any one of your agriculture family, you can go and see your farmland. and your parents are someone. If they are cultivating paddy, they get the paddy. If they are cultivating something else, they cultivate that. What you are sowing is what you are going to reap. The output always comes back all the time. Whatever you give will come back. Even whether it's a negativity or positivity, productivity or non-productivity, you can. And you just see your own attitude makes all the difference. Even the worst day, you can have the best attitude, you can convert into the best. Have you doing that? That's another lesson, which I feel it's the most important. And the ninth lesson I look at is define your own life. That's what I said, your goal in life. LIFE for me is living in freedom and in inquiry. In financial world, I call that is living in financial empowerment. Like every rupee you are earning is a matter of time. It is like, how you send, how you save, and how you invest. That I'll come back to you when I'm hybrid, when the college opens back. Probably I'll have an opportunity to meet you and see you in person. It is a define your own life. And once you define your own life, you don't allow others to write your life. Why I said you want to define your life is like, I operate from Bombay most of the times. My office is in Indiabulls, and if I take Indigo, I will get I'll get to the airport differently. And if I am taking Vistara, I go to the other airport. But when I come from my Indiabulls office, if I am going for the taxi guy, Ola or Uber, and I board the taxi guy and I say him, where you want to go, sir? The first question he will ask. And the next question I'll tell him, take me to the airport. And he will ask me which airport you want to go. And if I say that which airport is clarity is there, fine. If I say take me to any airport, then he will take me to the airport where he will get more taxi fare. And if you are not defining your own life, somebody defines and you are going according to the taxi fare. You are going to pay a higher fare for your life. Just imagine that fine you should not pay. And then only then the 10th lesson I can say is only you give the past the power. Whichever the one you have completed your 10 plus 2 plus 3. So far life may not be always straight. There could be some good times, there could be a bad times. If there were bad times, if you are giving more, probably you should not allow that. Don't give the power to the past. Create the future for yourself. This is I learned very, very, very differently. It's always I know there were days which I can share personally when I am meeting. I know I was kidnapped by a group of people, and that was bothering me for years. And I said that's the day I put an end. Then that is the day I can come back and bounce back. And you need to put an end to it. And 11th lesson. And how many of you are happy? I don't know, but some of you are smiling on the screen. Some of you are very serious, and some of you have switched off the screens. I'm not very sure, whichever the way. It doesn't matter. I mean, but don't get worried too much. Worry is a wasted energy. Use that same energy for something, because we have a limited energy available, right? You have whichever the way that energy. Like for example, if I'm earning 100 rupees, I have an option to buy, eat some good healthy food, or I can go to a pizza shop every day and spoil my health. And that's the 100 rupees is limited, but I have a choice. And worry is a wasted energy. And 12th is become what you believe. All that your belief makes a difference. You are in RSB today, and what is your strong belief? What you have, believe in yourself that you accomplish something. And today, this is the generation you have an opportunity to become what you want to become. Probably a generation before, we may have a limited resources, limited opportunities. Now there are unlimited. You want to become an entrepreneur, you want to become an employee, you want to create something, you want to work for an NGO. You have a huge opportunities. And what you believe will give that power to you, and you become that. And the 13th one I can say is, I think, I don't know many of you have met each other, but I always believe in the campuses. All your circle and your friends defines your growth circle. You just group of people we maybe 60 of classmates, but 5 of us go very well with each other, or 10 of us, we will have a club together. Probably that 10 culminate the true friendships. These friendships defines your life in the long run. I have seen my colleagues, my friends, some of them who are CEOs, some of them are, who are brilliant guys. They made tons of money and they are very successful. All that what is defined is their friendship after coming out of the campuses. And that friendship of supporting each other, good times and bad times. And, it is like, who is a good friend to you? I think when you have a Merc, there is every friend of you would like to drive with you. But when you are boarding a bus, which friend of you would like to come with you? All that defines good friendship and bad friendship. When you who can walk with you, who can spend time with you, who can understand you, that's a friendship. And it's what you can do is that culminating the good friends. And the 14th one I say is keep chasing the dreams. I asked earlier a question, how many of you have goals? I'm sure many of you have not written there, but you have your goal. And sometimes it may not be a goal, but it could be a dream. And goal and dream, there is a difference. Dream while we are sleeping, we get it. Goal, we are working while we are getting up, that dream to come true. And what, keep chasing your dreams. And these dreams you need to have with the persistency. Semester after semester. I'm not very sure how many of you belong to those community. Semester exam happens tomorrow. This night I will go and take, what is that? You have those, what drink you won't get the sleep, double bull. No, big, what is that? Which drink you get that? Where you won't get that sleep.
Red Bull, sir. Red Bull.
Red Bull, wow, fantastic.
Red Bull, sir.
Is this with a practical experience? Fantastic. I love the answers. And don't pick those Red Bulls, and spend some time. It is like semester beginning onwards. Academics, you need to make that. Academics makes us a lot of discipline. These 2 years, you put that discipline right. Rest of your life you can always enjoy. But these 2 years you enjoy, and you have an option to struggle for the rest of the life. Choice belongs to you. It's all that you need to do is keep chasing those dreams and have it all, and do it with put those dreams into a piece of paper, write those, keep your wish list and your goal sheets, what you want to become, your vision board, all that you decide your life whichever the way. You are the architect of your life. And the 5th one is love is the key to real happiness. I'm not talking about gender to gender. I'm not talking about the teenagers getting together. That's one part of the love. That's fantastic to happen. But the love is, what you are doing it. It's like, how much happiness you get it. Some subjects are very boring and some subjects are very interesting. And what you need to do is the tough subject you read first and the interesting subject you read later. There is one great book called Brian Tracy. Eat That Frog, which you don't like the most, the big frog. The book with a subject you don't like, because the more you read, you started liking that subject, and you don't know which way that subject is useful to you little later. And for example, I'm a dairy technologist. I would have learned much about biochemistry, which was most important. And I would have had the formulas of ethane and methane. That may not be useful to me today, but the discipline of remembering, today I can do a lot of formulas in my own life, and my strategy when I am building, I build those formulas around, which is interrelated. Our learning gets interrelated. It is nothing get wasted. And love what you intend to do it. And once you love what you are doing, do what you are loving, then you are going to enjoy that. It's all that what we need to do is out of joy. It is like, somebody said earlier, I want to make my parents proud. And each one of us need to make our parents very proud. They should be proud of us that my children have grown up much bigger. It is not that how much money, how much CTC you are earning, but how responsible you have become and how much you are adding value to them and to the society. And 16th lesson, it's going to be a sweet 16. And don't follow the pack. There could be, some of us, when it's come to the classrooms, a while ago, last couple of years back, I was at IIM Bangalore. And these are the group of students who are working on something which is very unproductive. And that has become a very popular tone at the time. I had my professor, Dr. Vaidyanathan. After that, I was narrating to them, probably they are going on the wrong path. How do we correct them? Then, Dr. Vaidi spoke to them in a very different way. And most of them today, they have become brilliant startups. Otherwise they would have become, sometimes they would have got their graduation and, everyone would have looking for the fat salaries elsewhere in the world, but that is the wrong pack of the world, and it's, sometimes you need to go against it. It's I keep interacting with a lot of youngsters, and I keep working with some NGOs, and I work with one of the orphanages, and most of these boys and girls who are today, and, they keep telling those stories, whether it is how they get into the wrong side of social media. Just break that. Don't follow that wrong path. Get into the right, and always challenge the status quo. And you want to accomplish something in your life, you need to challenge and decide yourself. Like you are the hero or heroine of your life, and you are the CEO of your life. How you manage your life is the most important part of it. And 17th one, have confidence in your instincts. It is like I'll tell you one classic example. Sometimes we feel we are intimidated, and we ourselves judge, and we feel inferior sometimes. We feel superior sometimes. I will tell you, I do this program. I said my first paycheck. I went to one of the universities in Punjab, and we were doing this session. After that, I had an interaction, and there is going to be a campus placement, say interviews. And unfortunately, of the 60 people I could interview, I couldn't find one where I want to take and recruit, because not because of their academics, because of their attitude and aptitude. And very next day, we had a privilege to travel to down south near Madurai, Kodaikanal. This is a university called Mother Teresa University. It's for the women's university. And most of these girls will come for the first time they are graduated. They are coming to the colleges for the first generation. They are coming to the colleges. And I had that privilege to interview 20 people. I was asking my management, can I have all the 20 people to be recruited? I have to recruit only 2 or 3 people. That's all that attitude, right? It's all that you need to look at. It's which university you are coming in is not which attitude. They all want to grow. They're all aspirational, but they have hunger to grow, and they are something seriousness. And they lack one thing is they may not communicate good the way I went to the previous university, which they can communicate in English, but they communicate in Tamil, but they communicate so well. What way it matters for me? Language can always be like they can always get. I'm not recruiting them for my call centers where they need to speak the language. I'm recruiting for something else. And it's like this is where have confidence in your instincts, and trust your instincts, and go believe. And you are no less than anyone, and you are the superhero of your life. And 18th lesson I look at is learn to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, I don't think you love anyone else. And whoever so you are, whatever the way you are, whichever the brought up you got it, and that's you need to love yourself and bring from there. Even probably what can happen is I may not like the way I am in the current self of mine, but there is a mission. I have a way I want to become, and between being to the becoming, you work towards it. Doesn't mean that you need to discard current being of you. Today you are at RSB, you want to become tomorrow's CEO, then that is a work in progress, WIP. But right now, love, being happy, have a gratitude that I am part of a Pride RSB, and tomorrow I'll go and conquer the world. I can do something very different. That's where you need to learn to love yourself. And I would like to say the 19th one, turn your passion into the profession. Each of you got some passion. And as you start your college, probably you may have to go for employment. That employment could be a temporarily for you to support economically, but you may have passion for something else, and keep working towards that passion while you are into the employment. Doesn't mean that you need to leave that employment for lifetime. What is your passion? You work for that, and you put that passion right now. And once you convert your passion into the profession, every paycheck can become a bonus. You enjoy that joy of working. For example, I love my whole mission in life is every Indian need to be educated on how they invest, how they save, invest, and prosper, how they manage their money. And once I love that, whether I work for 12 hours or 24 hours, that's the joy of working. There is nothing I feel tired of working. That's what you need to do it. It's take your passion and turn your passion into the profession. 20th lesson, before we conclude with the 21st and coming to you for your questions, take responsibility for your own life. Don't blame because of my parents, because of my teachers, because of pandemic, or because of something I have not accomplished. Responsibility is ability to respond, and taking the responsibility. Whatever you are today, it is because of you, because of no one else. And what you want to become is also because of you, not because of no one else. Take responsibility of your life. Only you have the power to move your life forward. Be honest to yourself. And you want to become something and do something what you want to become, and take that responsibility. As long as you are not taking the responsibility, let me give you with my own experience of 3 decades, you are not going to grow. Please, take it to the bitter fact. And that's the way you need to look at. And the last, this is a 21st lesson for the 21 years, 2021 for me. Take stock of your life, because every time, we do quarterly reviews, annual reviews for us. And every quarter we go back and see where we are, how much we accomplished, how much we need to travel, where we went right, where we went wrong. And what is that I need to reevaluate, what is that I need to do. Then we review, and at the same time we celebrate. We celebrate what we accomplished, and we work for what we have not accomplished. We are not invalidating what we have not achieved, not validating what we achieved, not invalidating what is going to be the tough time. We know we have not accomplished that. We work towards it. For example, some of you may have this, some of the youngsters, you may have this 6 packs, or some of you have, I want to reduce this weight. And last quarter, it is not achieved. Just go and work what has not worked, either the way you eat or the way your regular regime or the discipline. Then come back and put those things which has not worked for you. Have that vision, have that purpose, dream big, and keep climbing it. Like, every mountain you chase, there is the next mountain is much more bigger one. In fact, some time back, I was traveling, I had a privilege to have a pilgrimage to Manas Sarovar. And, it's around 12 to 13 days of trekking. And every day we get acclimatized to the new mountain, new peak, and you get that oxygen levels coming in, and you get struggle, and you walking, and then you acclimatize and dream big. Next mountain is much more bigger, but you can just get there and look upward and look forward to achieve. And whatever your goal, you can get there, as long as you are willing to put your hard work. And you have a great future ahead. I'm sorry, after seeing a couple of your faces, I have 99 slides to talk about the mutual fund industry. I thought, let me run faster. I couldn't do that. But I promise I'll come back, and I'll be with you to take you. And I wish you all the good luck. Take life I call in my finance world, all of us, we should have, we use this 4G network. In finance, I call, you need to have the 4G of finances. That 4G of finances is, what you need to do is, first you need to get your finances, get your money, that is started earning your money. Once you get your money, earning doesn't stop there. You need to grow your money, because money need to be compounded. It does not need to be idle. Then after growing your money, you can't lose your money. You need to guard your money. You need to protect what you have gained. Then the last one, as we leave this world, none of us will take back our money. We need to give back your money, either to the society or to the church or to the mosque or to the temple or to the family. You need to give your money. Similarly, for your career, now you need to get to your academics. You need to grow in your academics, and you need to guard what you have learned, and you need to give back to the society what you need to learn. And I wish you all the good luck, but I would love to take those questions from any of you. Feel free to ask, either it's a voice question or chat question. Hope I have not bored you in the last 50 minutes. And we have how much time to left? Another 5 minutes for questions. Yes, Dr. Deendayal, sir.
Yes, sir. Fantastic. 21 laws which you have given. I really, appreciate you started with BUCA. You talked about goal setting. You talked about your contribution to company, community, and country. And then, you go on talking about hard work, surrender yourself, difficulty to positivity, listen to your inner self, reading, learning. You talked about what you sow, you reap. And then, you talked about trust yourself. But the last one was very interesting, take responsibility of your life. So I think wonderful. I mean, from a finance expert, everybody has expected that you will be going to, enlighten us with the financial knowledge. But, I'm very happy that, you have gone a little way and you have given life lessons. I know you are a life coach. So that's wonderful, a lot of learnings. Over to you, students. We can take 1-2 questions because we have got 4 minutes, 5 minutes. We will invite sir for mutual fund exclusive sessions for a full day. When, a physical thing will happen, we will invite sir and we can, have a mutual fund detailed discussion. He is a master of that area. So over to Professor Thomas and your question answer sessions.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
students,
Doctor.
Yeah. Students, you can ask. We'll limit 2 questions. We have only 5 minutes more, so we'll take first two questions.
When there were no questions, one of my good.
Charumati is the first.
Yeah.
Charumati, over to you. Open your microphone
Hi,
and just.
Hi, sir. I'm Charumati.
Very
Sir,
nice.
when you feel low, what do you do to pick up that energy, sir?
Pardon.
When you feel low, what do you do to pick up that energy and to go forward?
Okay. Yeah, it is like, you need to go a little deeper and understand why you are feeling low. Because feeling low, if everything is fine, I can become joy, I'm covering it up. What I need to understand is what is pulling me low. Once I understand, I can always get there. And to make that as a practice, like for example, part of my spiritual practices, we do in the morning 25 to 30 minutes, this energization exercises. That gives us a lot of things unwinding of what happened yesterday. Yesterday, it's like, you would have heard something has not gone the way you want. And look, what is that pulling me low? Pulling me low is conveying me something. I want to become something high, but I couldn't do where I am at low. And that's only giving me a scope, like valley, that mountain, I need to get there. I am at the bottom of the mountain. Then how I need to climb it, and nothing I need to feel low. I need to feel high to get there. And you need to get yourself self-empowerment. And some of those practices which we do either in the spiritual angle or personal angle, even a little bit of everyday walk, everyday run, make you very high. Do that with a ritual, and you don't need to become spiritual. That ritual of 25, 30 minutes spending for yourself, do something, whether you like gym, you go there, you like running, you go with the friends, you love cycling, you do it. But that 20 to 30 minutes can make you always high. And even that currently, like all of us, there is a phase of time we will be low. Like for example, a colleague of mine, she is at 25 years. In the second, on 30th of April, she was to get married, and 14th of April, she lost her father, and 15th of April, she lost her mother, and 17th, she lost her only uncle. And imagine the situation. I mean, I can't tell her, you can't be low. That is the time she has to be low. All that we need to do is we have to give our shoulder to her and give her support and ensure that marriage happens on 30th. And then she can get back to the life. Those are certain situations you are low. There is a genuine, that is a legitimate. But other times low without reason, it is illegitimate. That illegitimate low, don't allow it. And nothing should define you. And you always say every day morning, good morning, right? And when you are saying good morning, how many times you feel that good in the morning? Then once you feel that good in the morning, I'm sure you're not going to be low.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, Charumati. All best.
Yeah, next question, please. Who is next?
Hello,
Satya-
sir. This is
Satya.
Satya Priya.
Yeah. Hi, Satyapriya.
Hello, sir. I'm very interested on educational field actually, because you are about the educational. So I just want to ask you this question. Do you think do we have a balanced financial idea coming out from our schooling or college, or do we need to do we have any? Is that good to have a change in our educational system?
Yeah, fortunately, national new educational policy talking about financial literacy part of the curriculum.
Yes, sir.
That is going to come.
Yeah, I was thinking because in India, we don't have a financial analysis before coming out of college. No, I'm not talking about only the that is BCom student. I just want to know whoever coming out from the college, getting the first pay scale, they should know how to manage our financial status, not to depend on our parents or anyone. We should know. That is if we have a educational system in our schooling or maybe during our colleges, it will be very helpful to get a good contribution to our country from the students itself.
Thank you, Satyapriya. Sure, it's a good question, and thanks. I think this government has realized there's a national education policy which is including the financial literacy part of the curriculum, which is going to come in. In the meanwhile, all of us can start doing something, and I'm on 14th of August, we are launching a program called initiative called FORHER for her. educating 2 crore women on how to manage finances, how to, like this is a financial inclusion, financial education, and financial literacy. And we are also creating financial advisory community among the women. And it's all that we intend to do is to reach out everywhere. And probably I look forward to invite some of you to volunteer and participate or take a project. And I'm sure I intend to work very closely with Dr. Deen Dayalji's and team, and we will be partnering with you. And great, thank you so much.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Now I invite Mr. Kaushik to render vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to the Honorable Chief Speaker, respected Director, esteemed faculties, and my dear friends. I would like to start my proposal with a quote. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. It's a great honor and privilege for me to render the vote of thanks on this occasion. Today, I take this opportunity to put all my gratitude into words. On behalf of the entire Institute of Rajalakshmi School of Business, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to our distinguished speaker, Mr. K.S. Rao, for his precious time out and consenting to be the chief speaker. Today, we had the opportunity to hear your thoughts, and this will definitely encourage us in our future events. Thank you, sir. A special mention.
Yeah.
A special mention to our the director, Dr. Deen Dayal Swain, and our program head, Dr. Shrikant Parthasarathi, for their constant support, encouragement. Thank you, sir. Last but not the least, I thank all the students for showing their interest in this webinar. Thank you all. So I request everyone to turn on their videos for a quick photograph.
Thank you, Kaushik. So with
Thank you so much, Kaushik.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks. With sir's permission, one photograph within 10 seconds. Okay, done. Sir, thank you very much, sir. It's an honor to host you. And thanks, Professor Thomas.
Thank you, sir.
We will be going to invite you, sir, well in advance. We will take your appointment for a whole day program on mutual funds and financial literacy.
Sure, sir. I look forward, Dr. Deen Dayalji, and thanks to Thomas and the entire team. I hope I am useful to anyone. And if there is anything, you can always reach out to me. Probably each one of you today, you can define yourself. Your RSB can become a little bit of different RSB. Maybe RSB can become roaring, it's a roar your way to success big. I mean,
Wonderful.
Like that.
Wonderful, sir.
And God bless you all. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.